Salete, good to see you again. Here we are learning a little bit more about purpose clauses. And these are going to be purpose clauses that don't use ut. How strange. So these purpose clauses are going to be introduced by a relative pronoun and other conjunctions other than ut. So we're going to learn two more today that can help us with reading purpose clauses. And these two are forms of qui, forms of the relative clause, and ubi. So go ahead and open your textbooks to page 156. Feel free to take notes. You do have an assignment on these sentences. So in stage 26, we saw purpose clauses that use ut, right? Senex insidias paravit ut fores caperat. The old man set up a trap in order to he might catch the thieves, or in order to catch the thieves, or to catch the thieves. Ut meaning in order that he might catch, caperat. But now we're starting to see some that use forms of the relative pronoun qui. Now we see qui as this little keyword. We might find that it's in a different form than just qui, because remember, the relative pronoun qui will change its endings in order to match the case and the gender of its antecedent. So if it's a feminine thing it's talking about, that qui might be a quai or a quam. So here we see femina servum misit, qui cibum ameret. The woman sent a slave who was to buy food, or the woman sent a slave to buy food. I want you to recognize that that this is acting with some intention. The woman has sent the slave with the intent to buy food. This intent, this is the purpose. The sentence does not indicate whether or not the intention was carried out, but that's the same as our ut ones, right? The ut ones show the purpose, but not necessarily the result of it. So it does not have to indicate whether the intention was actually carried out. The subjunctive form of the verb is used to show that, right? We're using the subjunctive tells us that this thing might happen. This slave was to buy the food, but did the slave maybe buy something else instead? We don't exactly know. Let's take a look. We also see ones that have ubi. Locum quaerebamus ubi staremus. We were looking for a place where we might stand, or we were looking for a place to stand. Notice there is intent. We're looking for a place in order to stand. There is a purpose. Did we find a place to stand? We don't exactly know. And that's kind of this thing of the construction of this sentence. The subjunctive kind of tells us the whole thing about it is that, and you'll notice in our past uses of all the subjunctives, they're usually kind of hypothetical. I wonder if you can think of any purpose clauses that we maybe use in English. So, yeah, guys, I think we do use several different English expressions to express purpose. So let's go ahead. I am just going to read. I'm reading through my notes to make sure that I say all the things I want to say to you guys. Yeah. So today's assignment is to try this out on your own with these sentences. So we see qui. Remember, I told you might change. So we see quod. Later on, we see a quam. Pay attention to that. We see some ubis. Use these sentences up here to help you, to guide you exactly how to do it. And feel free to ask me questions. I'll be available in the last 10 minutes-ish of our class time. In that last 10-ish minutes, just click on the Google Meet link that I always have up for you guys. Yeah, so I hope this kind of helps you understand how purpose clauses express purpose, kind of a hypothetical, right? The intention sentences don't actually have to indicate whether the action was carried out, and that's true whether we use ut plus a subjunctive, or qui plus a subjunctive, or ubi plus a subjunctive. there's a purpose there, there's the intention there, but it doesn't always have to mean that it's been carried out. They're still hypothetical sentences. All right, I will see you guys later. Today, in our afternoon session, it's just a basic group session, checking for understanding, making sure you guys get it. If you have completed the purpose clauses sentences, we can check your work. So do those today. I can check your work for you. And remember, you can always resubmit up until the due date. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Wale.